Hi, my name is Trina Baumgartner. I am the studio manager and a teacher here at KYC Yoga Center. I've been practicing yoga since I was about 14 years old. I've had a consistent practice for the last 2 or 3 years and practiced on and off during college. But it was 14 when I got my first taste of yoga, and it was then that I knew it would be with me for the rest of my life. I was drawn to the KYC Yoga Center initially with the $5 Friday community classes. I loved the hot yoga, and so I'd come every Friday for that, and then fell in love with the space, the energy, the community, and decided to do my teacher training here. For me, yoga has really given the space to learn how to care for myself. In the last few years, I've gone through a lot of transitions in my life, a lot of personal loss, and overall full life transition. I'm living a completely different life right now than I was a year ago. And so the consistency of a yoga practice as a means of self-care, as a means of self-exploration and creation, it really gave me that light and helped me to find my light through some of the most challenging times of loss, the anxiety that comes with big changes, and the depression that comes from loss. It really helped me find my path through it. In my yoga practice and as a teacher, I'm really trying to hold space for gentleness, for self-care, for doing what feels good in your body, and for listening to your body and what it needs. So maybe that's backing off in a pose, or lingering in a pose that feels really good in your body. Maybe it's pushing yourself a little bit more, stretching a little bit deeper, or moving a little bit deeper into the pose or the emotion that's coming up for you in the pose. So I really focus in my own practice, which again, like I said, translates into my teaching as gentleness and care of the self, and also forming a trusting relationship with your own body. Your body needs to trust that you're going to take care, and by doing yoga and having a practice, you are taking good care of your body. What I would say to someone who is maybe a little nervous about starting yoga is to just breathe. If all you do is come to class, sit on your mat and breathe, you're doing yoga. And so just to show up and breathe, do what you can, know that you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and find little ways to enjoy it and come back again. I teach 5 classes a week here, 4 of which are gentle, and I'm actually going to be going for my prenatal yoga certificate this fall as well. So prenatal yoga will be coming to KYC Yoga Center, and also it will tie in so nicely with being gentle with your body and the transitions your body goes through. But that's another piece to my gentle yoga, is we're always going through transitions. Our bodies are dynamic, our lives are dynamic, and our emotions are dynamic. They're always changing. And so a big part of my teaching is honoring the body that's on your mat right now, and doing what you need to and what's going to feel good for the body on your mat today, not the body yesterday, not the body that you hope to have in a month's time, but the body that is on your mat right now. Yoga for me is a lifestyle. Yoga is a vehicle for me to continue on my spiritual path. It is a framework for which I see and interpret my life and kind of work through my life, I guess I would say. My time on my mat is really dedicated to bringing into unison my mind, my heart, and my body and my spirit all at once. And so maybe it's only 15 minutes, maybe it's a 75-minute practice or a 90-minute practice, but it's a time for me to really connect with who I truly am, and that gives me the ability to then present my authentic self, my high self, to the world, and give my gifts to the world. What I really want people to know about KYC Yoga Center is that we are a community of warm, loving and caring people. And our mission statement is more people doing yoga equals a better world. And I believe that to my core. That is my mission as I'm here as the studio manager and as a teacher. I truly believe that if you come and you do yoga, your world is going to be better in so many ways. One of my favorite things to hear from students is how their yoga practice has affected them off the mat in the positive ways, in the ways they notice that coming to yoga once or twice a week is now affecting how they're behaving and how they're reacting or not reacting in a meeting, in a conversation with a spouse, or the way that they're rethinking their lives and how they're moving through their lives. And that's super rewarding to see how their world is better since they started practicing yoga.